Hello and welcome back to my channel Brahmaloka Tarot for another pick a card reading. Gifts from your ancestors this Halloween spooky season. And I have prepared 3 different piles with oracle cards, and each pile has a different tarot deck that will be used. So let me introduce your piles to you now by showing your significator cards and crystals selected for your reading. Pile number 1, you have this card with the Hierophant. And that is with this beautiful Mica crystal. It's got different colors, pink and white. Pile number 2 is this card with Mystery. And that is with this Sunstone Pendulum. And then pile number 3, we have this card, the 7 of Pentacles. And that is with this dried Amanita cap. So please, if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. Take as long as you need to cast your gaze over these 3 piles. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. And I will see you in your separate readings. Hi, pile number 1, and welcome back to this reading. It's gifts from your ancestors this Halloween spooky season. So your significator card, pile number 1, is this card. It's the Major Arcana, the Hierophant, number 5. And that is with this Mica crystal. I'll put your Mica crystal off to the side, and we will take 3 to 5 cards from this tarot deck in just a little bit. We do have some oracle cards to get through, and I did use a separate tarot card deck for each of the piles and chose a couple of tarot cards that we'll start off with as well, along with this one from the Everyday Witch tarot deck, which is your deck chosen today. I do have channeled messages, gifts from your ancestors this Halloween spooky season, and the gifts from your ancestors, there's some that came through during the channeled messages, and I'd just like to read the channeled messages for you first and foremost, and then we will dive into your reading. So pile number 1, here are your channeled messages for this Halloween spooky season, the gifts from your ancestors. So what I was picking up on, and I have it written down here, what I was picking up on that you have Pleiadian non-human ancestry. Pleiadians, they say that they're HSPs, highly sensitive, light workers, they're light beings, and they're non-human. That's what they said, and they have never been human. I think that's what they said, at least the ones that we're connecting with today. The gifts that came through are of clairvoyance, which is psychic sight, of claircognizance, which is psychic insight or clear knowing, of clairsentience, which is clear sense of feeling via your body, being the thing that comes through your body, and of clairempathy, feeling emotions in advance or feeling emotions from the past, or present. You can get easily overwhelmed. So a lot of times you need help with grounding your energies. You have a sensitive body and you need to pay more attention to your health, wellness. You need to rest more and sleep more. That's what the Pleiadian ancestors are telling you. And then the ancestors also say there's like forms of attachments. You may have some attachments to comfort foods, consumption of news, media, videos, possibly drug addictions, possibly sugar addictions. Okay, let's see if there's any more. Yes, your ancestors love you very much. They wanted to tell you that. So they ask for you to light a candle for them and acknowledge their presence during this spooky season. You do have witchy magical energy, but you are not witches, and they are not witches. They don't like labels, so take it or leave it, whatever you resonate with. And that's why we have this Everyday Witch Tarot, because of that witchy energy that was being picked up. Okay, so pile number 1, those are your channeled messages for the gifts from your ancestors this Halloween spooky season. So let's tap into the energy of this reading, of this initial card here, the Hierophant. I always say it a little bit differently each time. It's kind of funny. But they're coming in, they're wanting to, these are the Pleiadian ancestors. They're wanting to connect with you. They're wanting to help mentor you, especially because you do have you're like overly sensitive a lot of times, and they're trying to help you to ground yourself. They're trying to help you with your bodily issues, some of the bodily sensitivities, some of the attachment issues. They're coming through very strongly with that. Let's take a look at your 2 tarot cards here. And I'm really excited because I have new tarot decks that I'm using, a couple of new ones. So piles 2 and actually pile 2, you have a new tarot deck, and then this is a new tarot deck for me. So I'm really excited. This has been, I don't know, I've been like so stoked to do this reading. I've been wanting to do it for a couple of weeks now. Okay. So let's see, we've got the 9 of Swords. I'm pretty sure that this has been coming up like very often for your group. The 9 of Swords. Okay, and look at this lion. The lion's like, yawning. And yeah, the number 58 on this. There's a lot of anxiety and worry right now. I think that you're just picking up on a lot of the anxiety and worry in the human collective. You can easily tap into that. So let's see what your other tarot card is. Champion of Pentacles, number 75. Which one is that? I want to take a look. This looks like a beetle here. Champion. This is from the Every Little Thing You Do is Magic Tarot, the Champion of Pentacles, number 75. Okay, so that is the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, it says you may find yourself inspired but also obsessed with sticking to one desired outcome. Addictive and obsessive tendencies are normal. Acknowledge and detach shame from these waves of impulse. Remain dedicated to your path. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so glad I read that actually, because it aligns really well with the channeled messages that we got. So the 9 of Swords and Champion of Pentacles. A lot of worry, probably a lot of shame over some of these habits, some of these addictions, some of these like not so good tendencies, things that have been continuously sticking to you because, you know, you're trying to like soothe yourself there, because there's a lot of anxiety right now, heightened awareness of, you know, the human condition right now. There's a lot of pain, a lot of suffering in the world right now, and there is also a lot of like anxiety, like just fear of the unknown is popping up. And I think this is kind of just trying to tell you, yes, you have like a tendency to tap into these energies a little too much. Maybe they're just going to, these Pleiadian ancestors of yours are trying to help you detach from that and help you overcome some of the body sensitivities and just sensitivities in general, so that you can move on and move along with your life. Okay, so we have all of these cards here. We're going to take a look. You had 2 of these mushroom cards that popped up, and then we have a couple of other cards. Let's see what the mushroom cards are. Dead Man's Fingers. I didn't even know that was a mushroom. Number 36 with timing. Okay, we got timing. And then we got number 35 with violet coral with community. Okay, divine timing is coming through. This is like when they're timing it perfectly, like in sequence, 36, 35. Definitely these ancestors of yours are trying to time, you know, helping you with these gifts that have actually been passed on through your ancestral lineage. And you're like a Pleiadian starseed. So you've got this humanness about you, but also this Pleiadian connection. So you are trying to navigate this humanness, right? You're trying to like overcome some of these sensitivities, and not meaning like overpower or just stop feeling anything. You don't want to dull or numb out the pain necessarily, but you want to like fully feel everything and yet detach from the intensity of it in some ways, like so that you don't get sucked into this downward spiral, you know, that brings you into more addictions and more intensity and more pains, you know. And there's a community that's coming through to help you out right now with that. Butterfly with transformation, joy, beauty, and transience. Look at that. The butterfly is transformed. It was a caterpillar and now a butterfly. So there's this transformation that is happening to you, to your body, to your mind, to your habits. This is just all in divine timing though. They're coming through right now because it is divine timing. There's something within the stars that is happening for you. So let's take a look at your, okay, well I guess it wanted to show you this one first. The horse has come through. Freedom, liberation, wildness, intuition. The horse is very strong. The horse is a very highly sensitive animal as well. This is you. This is your energy. You've got like the horse whisperer within you. Okay, now let's take a look at this card. Scorpio. Yes, with the number 8. That goes really well with Scorpio. It almost reminds me of the 8th house. Investigate. Look at that scorpion. Scorpio, you guys may be Scorpios. You may feel things very intensely, very deeply. You can like really, really go deep and go far. But you don't want to get lost in it either, right? There sometimes is that like that overwhelm that can happen to the Scorpios. It's the energy of the Scorpios. So there's some grounding needed. And, you know, fear of the unknown is popping up. There is abundance within the unknown that you have. That's a gift from the ancestors, actually. There's an inheritance from the ancestors. So this inheritance actually are the gifts. Yeah, and learning how to use your gifts. So they're here to help you use your gifts. Because you guys can be you might even be light workers. You might not even know it, but you have these gifts of clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience, clairempathy. You can strongly feel others, and you have the gift of psychic sight. You have the gift of psychic insight or clear knowing. You can just know things. And some people might ask you, well, how did you know that? And you're just like, I don't know, I just know. That's coming through strongly. So your gifts are going to be the thing that helps not only yourself connect more strongly to yourself, if that makes any sense, to your higher self. It also is helping you to connect to the earth and to heal the earth. So there's a reason why you're here, and your gifts are starting to, you know, open up for you. During this time, it's like divine timing for this, because the earth really needs it. You really need it. It's just the right time, the right place, the right time, the right person, and you have the right guides for you. Okay. Let's see what we have here, and I might have to look at this. Newgrange. This is a from the sacred sites, so I just decided to do that today because well, I was called to do it. This was the last deck that actually popped up. It kept on like grabbing my attention. So I'm going to take a look at this in the book. Hold on one second. Okay, so let's take a look at Newgrange. Okay, so this is Newgrange, Ireland. It says energy focus is illumination. Location is County Meath, Ireland. Question what lies beneath. Deep in the mound of the Newgrange Passage tomb are buried the Tuatha De Danann, the supernatural beings that once defended the Emerald Isle. These are the tribal people of Danu, the Irish mother goddess, who were known as the Shining Ones. For their safety, Danu had them taken underground into the fairy mounds, of which Newgrange was the most important, and transformed them into what we know as leprechauns. The battles in those times of gods and giants saw the old world destroyed and the founding of a new one. The old world exists now within other realms, watching, assisting, and very much alive. Call on that world for the light of truth to shine through the darkness of your past. Contemplate this card and visualize yourself picking up the sword of Nuada, the king of Tuatha De Danann, and wearing the crown that lies among the bones of the ancestors. Ask for the understanding of your past and what underlies any difficulties that you're experiencing in this present moment. Yeah, that actually connects really well. I don't know if you guys are from Ireland, if you have any Irish ancestry. Nevertheless, this has come up. It may be just a significant factor within this reading because it did talk about the Shining Ones, your ancestors. And yeah, they're wanting to connect with you. Your ancestors are connecting with you. They say it's time. It's time that you stop playing small and you step into the person that you're supposed to be in this lifetime, in this world. This is perfect timing. Okay, number 49 with territory. This is the Crow Oracle. Let's see, territory, and place and time. There's an opening right now that is shining through, and you're the one that's going to see it. You're the one that your ancestors have chosen to receive these gifts. It's yours. That's the territory. It's yours. Okay. Let's see what this one is. Cuckoo Pint. Ha! I like that. I don't know what it is. Number 14 and Sovereign Boundaries. Ooh. I'm going to take a look in the book for this too. This is the Deadly Apothecary. I love this. The Deadly Apothecary. Okay. Number 14 with Cuckoo Pint. I love that. Excuse me. Oof. Energy is striking and restorative. Other names are Arum, Lords and Ladies. Wake Robin. The dried root was mixed with honey and taken as a stimulant for those exhausted by sickness. Sickness? Yeah, exhaustion, just like that obsessive compulsive thought processes. The metaphysical properties include the balancing of masculine and feminine energies and ensuring harmonious relationships. So, allowed to say no is the golden ticket. Practicing setting sovereign boundaries with others. Learn not to overcommit to their precious time. Okay. Oh yeah, fill your own cup with delightful activities that make you happy and brighten your own light before you offer your valuable time and energy to others. You guys, are you people pleasers? I'll raise my hand to that as well. I have been and probably still am a people pleaser. A lot of times, you know, that's kind of my mode, my MO. But if you guys are in that same MO, it's time for you to like just say no, stop overcommitting yourself. You have a lot of things going on in your mind that's like causing, you know, obsessive compulsive, you know, obsessive habits and destructive habits to continue on. And it's time to stop doing that. Like, if you need to say no to people, if you need to step away and actually just take time for yourself, this is the right time. And not to mention the gifts from your ancestors, like you are awakening to these gifts and you're probably going to need some help. It might be very overwhelming for you right now. Like, I'm just feeling even overwhelmed when I'm talking about it. There's an overwhelm of feelings and emotions and thoughts and, you know, what to do. Now you're starting to, like, you know, be able to see things and hear, you know, not hear, see things and know things. Like, you just know things, you can feel things, and it's very overwhelming because of the way the world is right now. You're like picking up on too many people's thoughts and emotions, and you're not able to even like hear yourself and what your own needs are. So you're neglecting some of the bodily needs. You need to pay attention to your body and mind right now. So if you have to say no or set an intention to have the guides, like your ancestors, help you set these really strong boundaries so that you can like start learning how to connect with your gifts in a very positive way, not a destructive way, that's going to really help you moving forward. Okay. We've got the South Node with Karma, number 34. Okay, so yeah, deep, dark. This is like karmic, you know, some of the, yeah, this is karmic. You are, the ancestors have connected you now to parts of yourself that you weren't even aware of, that were just kind of laying dormant for centuries, for a long time. You haven't had these gifts in a long time because likely, you know, it was just very overwhelming, even, you know, when they started getting activated at one point in one of your other lifetimes. So now you are ready. It is the right timing, and they are here to help you. There are still things that you're kind of clearing out from your past, and, you know, it'll just take a little bit of effort on your behalf to just, mainly it's just awareness of what's happening. You are aware now of these gifts. You are aware now that there's these gifts are opening up, and that it can cause some I don't know, some shakiness and chaos within your own body system, within your own mind, within the, you know, you're just having to like navigate some new territory. Yeah, navigate some new terrain. Let's see what your tarot cards say about it as well. Oh, okay. There's 2 here, and then there's 3 that wanted to come out here. So, okay. Let us see. We've got 2 of Swords. With the Chariot, number 7. Oh yeah, see, look at that, making decision, like which way. Okay. King of Pentacles. Ooh. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. Those are like the 2 directions. King of Swords. Oh, this one. Oh yeah. Wow. Wow, look at that. Okay. There's so much here. So the 2 of Swords and the Chariot coming out, they came out together actually, and this shows, you know, there is a decision that you're trying to make, you know, and trying to even, like, maybe you are very indecisive right now because you're just like going round and round in your head, trying to figure all this out, and you know, what's happening to me, what's going on, why am I feeling this way? Well, there's just a lot that's happening. You're like in the 2 of Swords here, you have your eyes closed, you know, there's a bandana tied around your eyes, you can't see, yet look at you, you're still on target. And so this is kind of like not blind faith, but trusting that your ancestors have your back. And then this is just saying, like, you do have choices, you're moving forward, and there are choices to make. So trying to take the higher choice each time, you know, do what you can for yourself at this time. It is difficult to make the right choice. I'm still guilty of that. Like, you know, I shouldn't be eating so many carbs, but I made the choice today even to eat more carbs than I should. And that just creates more of a cloudy mind for me. So I know how it's going to make me feel. And I think you understand also how certain things will make you feel. So you're the guidance here is, you know, your ancestors are asking you to try and make like the best decisions, and they'll help you with that. So these are the decisions. This is kind of like what I was receiving. King of Pentacles versus the 4 of Pentacles. It's like one is really abundant and stable, grounded, has everything that they need within this life. They're just really abundant. They have great animal friends, and it's almost, yeah, we'll just keep it as that. And then the 4 of Pentacles is, you know, it looks like he's in a cell or something, and he's holding on to all of his money here. He's like sitting on it. It's like this holding on to the past, holding on to the old ways of doing things versus, you know, allowing yourself to jump into the unknown, because it's going to bring you some lavish abundance that you don't have yet. And this is also the connection to your gifts. Your gifts will bring in more stability for you as well, something that you haven't maybe felt in a very long time. You've been in this place for a real long time. The Four of Pentacles, and then the King of Swords. The King of Swords wanted to pop out multiple times for your group. I'm not surprised actually that it popped up again for you. When I was shuffling earlier, it just kept popping out for group number 1. I did not take it. It was not yeah, anyhow. So King of Swords reminds me of like your gifts, that clear cognizance, just the clear knowing. So you have the sword of truth, the sword of understanding, the sword of discernment. Use this sword for good. Use this sword of discernment right now to make your choices, make better choices for yourself, your mind, your health. It will ultimately lead you to the, you know, the abundance and the happiness that you're seeking, and you are on the right path. You may feel like maybe you made the wrong choice, you know, don't worry about it. Like the shame that is, oh gosh, you have so much shame, and almost like you're trying to hide a little bit. And you know what? Don't have shame. Like yeah, I know it's like easier said than done to not have shame. Like everyone has experienced that, but I'm just saying, like, it's not such a big deal if you eat more cake than you're supposed to, or it's not such a big deal if you have a nasty habit or something that you are trying to rid yourself of. Give yourself more grace right now, because you are going through these like really massive experiences. And you know what? You have your ancestors, the Pleiadians here, who are helping you out. Okay. I think that is it. I'm thinking, you know what? We'll leave it at that, pile number 1. Your gifts from your ancestors this Halloween spooky season. This is connection to your clairvoyance, your claircognizance, clairsentience, clairempathy. They're all coming through for you right now, and it might be a little bit chaotic. Don't try to desensitize yourself, or don't try to numb yourself out with addictions and habits and distractions. Like, try to feel it all. And don't feel bad about maybe, like, you know, still succumbing to these addictions and habits. It can happen, but you know, you're moving forward. Don't worry about it. You are right on target. You're right on time. And this is what I'm seeing for you, beautiful pile number 1s. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please give me a thumbs up. Happy Halloween. Go down to the comment section. Let me know how this has resonated for you. If it's resonated for you, subscribe to my channel too, so that you never miss a reading. I'll be trying to do at least a couple of videos per week, and I am open to what you know, if you have comments, go down to the comment section and tell me what you would like to see in the near future. Okay, thank you so much, and bye for now. Hi, pile number 2, and welcome back to your reading. This is gifts from your ancestors this Halloween spooky season. So if you chose this pile, you have this card with number 18 with mystery. That is the major arcana moon, the moon card. And you have this beautiful sunstone pendulum as your stone. I do have some channeled messages for you that came through pretty strongly, and some of the gifts that also came through for you that they want to tell you, that your ancestors would like to tell you about right away. I will put your tarot deck off to the side. I really like this tarot deck, by the way. It's a new one for me. Okay, so before I start any of this, I'll take a look at your I wrote down your channel messages right here, so let me read those to you first, and then we'll dive into your reading with the oracle cards and tarot cards. I also, by the way, have a new tarot deck here that I used also, so we got some cards from this tarot deck that I'll also be reading initially too. Okay, so I wrote down gifts. You're psychic mediums. You can connect with the dead. That came through like really strongly, okay? And if you don't have that gift right now, it's opening up for you during this spooky season. I heard honor your ancestors with incense. You know, light an incense and wave it around. Sit down with an intention. These are earthly ancestors. I didn't pick up on like non-human ancestors in your lineage, in this pile. So it says earthly ancestors, human lineage. I heard grandmother and grandfather energies, like from your great, 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 and great, great, great grandmothers and grandfathers, 3 or so generations old, and even farther back. I even touched upon, you know, ancient Egyptian energies for your group. So you may have some ancient Egyptian connection or ties. And I wrote down and circled Ra and Isis. So they may be of importance to you. Yeah. Wrote down here of your gifts. Your gifts are of clairvoyance, which is psychic sight, of clairsalience, which is clear sense of smell. Some people can smell, and that's probably the reason why it says up here, honor your ancestors with incense. Okay, so that'll bring them in. It'll help to summon them. So clairsalience, clear sense of smell, then clairaudience, clear sense of hearing. So you have those 3 clairs, very strong intuitive abilities. Trust your abilities right now. Trust it. That's what I wrote down. Trust it. So those are your, I think that's a little bit quicker. Yeah. So pile 2, those are your messages that came through during my meditation today for you. So let's take a look at your card here with the moon mystery. So I'm receiving a message right now from your ancestors stating that these are long forgotten gifts of yours. The psychic mediums, it kind of runs through your blood. Like you can connect with these ancestors pretty easily. If you connect with them, you know, light some incense and acknowledge them. So that's what's going to start with this reading. So this is a major arcana card that came out for you. I have the Sunstone. The Sunstone is connected to ancient Egypt and the and Ra, actually. So that's so interesting. Let's see what your cards are. So I have 4 tarot cards that popped out for you from this other tarot deck, and then we have some oracle cards that we'll go through, and then we'll pick some more cards from this beautiful Grateful Dead deck. We've got the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands. All those dogs just pulling at the same rope. We've got the Chariot. Okay, so that's an interesting Chariot too, because, you know, this horse is connected at the hind legs, and it looks like one horse is going that way, one horse is trying to go that way. How can you even do that if you're attached like that? Okay. We have the Champion of Wands, number 33. So that is the Knight of Wands with the number 33. And then we have the Ace of Wands with the number 22. Wow, you guys you have big energies right now. You have a lot of movement because there's some fast, you got the wands. Yeah, you've got all wands except for the Chariot, and of course the Chariot is like a huge, wow, okay. And then you have like the Moon card here too. So let me just tune into this for a second. Okay, so yeah, you have a lot of wands, and the Chariot is movement forward as well. It has like a decision, a choice to make also, like, you know, you can say yes to the things that you really want to do. And I would suggest channeling all of this like passionate energy into your projects right now, especially if you have that stamina to move forward. And you can see from the Champion, the Knight of Wands is that real passionate go-getter, like nothing will stop them. And Ace of Wands is that like divine spark, you know, that divine inspiration. So from like out of conflict arises this passionate project that you're going to pour all of your energy into, and don't allow anyone to distract you from that. And it's funny because there's a lot of distractions around right now. There's a lot of music in the background, a lot of people talking, a lot of, you know, sounds and stuff like that. So you are probably noticing that you're getting distracted sometimes, and especially now that you are your gifts are being turned up by your ancestors. It's like divine timing for you. It's this divine timing for you. With clairvoyance, clairsalience, and clairaudience, psychic sight, clear sense of smell, and clear sense of hearing. So these strong intuitive abilities are, you know, they might cause even more distractions for you. So they're trying your message, you know, your gifts from your ancestors are these gifts, right? Even like way back to ancient Egypt, you're like receiving these divine, wonderful gifts that you may have had during your Egyptian timelines. And you need a project to kind of like pour your focus into so that you don't get distracted by all the intensities, the intensity of it right now. The intensity really needs to be directed. Okay, so let's see here. We've got the Amethyst Deceiver with number 14, deception. See, we're talking about deception. Don't be distracted. Don't allow like yourself to be deceived. Just pour your energies right now into a passion project or something that will allow you to like remain focused during this time. We've got chamomile with gentleness, relaxation, and sleep. You might need a little bit more of that. Pay attention to your body, pay attention to your energies, pay attention to how you are feeling on a day-to-day basis. Okay, number 55 with transits and climate. So you've got interesting because you have 33, 22, and 55, double numbers for a lot of things. That's so interesting to me. So transits with climate. This is kind of like look of, you know, resting or sleeping in that curled up position, and you're kind of coiling around that center. You're holding your center. It looks like you are aligning as well. You're aligning. The stars are aligning for you. Everything's aligning for you. You have a lot of divine help. You have your ancestors who are also wanting to connect with you. You have this as a psychic medium that you can connect with the dead. Well, they're, you know, on the other side. And they would suggest that they're not dead. They're saying, we're not dead. We're definitely not dead, but, you know, to them, it's a different, it's just a different state of living or being, you know. We've got the lizard. Just showing how ancient your gifts are. Your gifts are very ancient. They're coming back online. Okay, we've got Mont Saint Michael. Let me look this one up. So this is from the Sacred Sites Oracle. And okay, we'll take a look here. Mont Saint Michael, France. Energy focus is belief. Location is Normandy, France. Focusing on Mont Saint Michael, this card also explores the site's connection with another sacred place, Karnak in Brittany, linked to Mont Saint Michael by a ley line and by their shared prehistoric culture, erected 4500 to 3300 BCE, the purposefully placed and coated standing stones of Karnak, visible from space, mark a gateway to other dimensions. These stones enabled higher vibrational energy to enter the earth plane, often in the form of otherworldly beings. The most significant of these beings to our times is the Archangel Michael, who legend has it offered the symbol of the fleur de lis to humanity. This emblem, however, may have appeared centuries before Christ in the ancient art of the Olmec, a symbol of the tree of life and the trinity of creator gods. If Karnak was frequented by otherworldly beings, could these have been the creator gods the fleur de lis represent? Ask yourself now, is there someone important from your past who you have cut out of your life? You're being asked to rethink what you believe to be true of them and to consider new possibilities. By reopening dialogue with them, you may come to a new understanding of the past, and your relationship may once again become strong like the stones of Karnak and stand a test of time. And maybe that's also the reason why the ancestors, your ancestors are wanting you to gift you, help you with your gifts, actually help you with your gifts, because your gifts are coming back online, whether, you're aware of it or not right now. During this spooky season, the Halloween season, this is what they're hoping to do, is connect with you. These, they want you to use your psychic mediumship and your clairvoyance, clairsalience, clairaudience, those gifts, those intuitive abilities. Displacement with number 13. So you've got deception and displacement. Oh. I think in the past you've had some real troubles with family and all that. I'm sorry if you hear some background noise. This has just been like the distractions in pile number 2. I'm so sorry. It's just like I can't stop it. I don't know what's going on. Very, very crazy right now. But so that's really it. You might have been lost for some time. That's what I'm getting. Lost to yourself, lost to what you like. You lost yourself in the world of Maya. You lost yourself. And it's because, it's easy to get attached to certain things. So there's like this, the moon is showing like this mystery, this your history, which was a mystery, is now becoming not a mystery to you. And you can ask your ancestors now, because they are also like earthly ancestors from the human lineage, your grandmothers and grandfathers, great-greats, great-great-greats, and so on. You can connect with them. So if you have someone in mind that you would like to connect with, I would highly suggest lighting an incense and sit in a space that's comfortable, and just kind of take a little bit of time, honor your ancestors, and let them connect with you too through that. You might be able to get messages, you might be able to hear, smell, or see what they look like, who they are, how they sound, all of that. Okay, we've got mistletoe with the number 16, interdependence. I think this is showing how interconnected the world truly is. There is no separation between the living and the dead. Yeah, there is no separation between it. Like, there's just different planes of existence. And then we've got Aquarius energy with individuality. So this is like where you came on this earth, you know, you're born into this earthly plane with this individuality. So you individuated from the one into the multiple, you know. So and you are like, this is kind of like that initial separation. There is actually no separation. Aquarius is like, it shows you how you flow in life, how you, there's this constant flow between life and death and the cycles and everything. And all of it is connected. And it is interdependent upon one another. So there is no independence really, and there is no dependence. There's this mix of it all. So let's see what your tarot cards say about this. What gifts from your ancestors this Halloween spooky season. Gifts from your ancestors. Ooh, okay. And do we have anything else? Okay. So we have, I'm gonna look that up, the 6. So we have the 6 of Skulls, which is the 6 of Swords. We have, we have actually 2 over here, wow. We have the Mother with the number 3, that's a major arcana, the Empress. We have 2 of Skulls, that is the 2 of Swords. And then the Knight of, let me put that down here. Is that the Knight of, oh, that's the Knight of Roses. So the Knight of Cups, you got the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're being gifted. So you may actually not know like what exactly is happening right now. There's some chaos, there's a little bit of chaos, but they're asking you to like remain focused on just like one thing that brings you some enjoyment, one thing that, yeah, like don't focus on the things that don't bring you joy anymore. Like you've been focused too much on the wrong things at times, and it's just bringing you more of that, because that's like the law of attraction. So interesting though, because you're moving away from that. You're moving away from this the deception and the displacement and everything. You're moving into calmer waters. This is the 6 of Swords. And then the Mother, so this is showing the abundance that's about to come through for you, and this abundance of gifts, this abundance of intuition, this abundance that can help you connect with your ancestors from the past. And remember that the past, present, and future are all here right now. This holographic universe is here right now. So you can always tap into past and future. And the Empress is just showing that, just the abundance that's coming through. Look at this. It went from like stormy to the rainbow to the sun. You're weathering certain storms. You have weathered certain storms right now, and the sun is coming out for you. The 2 of Swords also shows that right now it's a good time to, like the ancestors are asking you to just choose faith, like be that you're on target, that you're on point with everything, and just have faith that what is happening right now is for your highest good. And then the Knight of Cups is this is the Knight of Roses, the Knight of Cups is showing you that they are here, your ancestors are here to help you during this Halloween spooky season to really tune in to your gifts and tune out the things now that are distracting you. And these gifts can sometimes be distracting too, so you know, might be just something to be aware of. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, there's a lot more. Okay, we've got the Nine of Bears. What is that one? Bears is Earth, Nine of Earth. Okay, Nine of Bears. We got the Doorway, which is, what is that, 14, Temperance. And Six of Wands. Six of Bolts is Six of Wands. Victory. Wow. So not only are you going to be able to enjoy the abundance that is coming in for you, and you'll feel more stable, you're also learning how to balance yourself, to be able to choose yourself these days. And you know, because it feels like everything else has been like pulling your energy everywhere, and it's just been like highly distracting. You've been kind of displaced, a little like beside yourself. And then the Six of Bolts is you're gonna win over this confusion and trickery and all that. So you are on to better things right now. The gifts from your ancestors this Halloween spooky season, those are the 3 clairs for you, and psychic mediumship. If you are interested in looking into psychic mediumship, I would push you towards that right now for sure. If you have any if you really do want to try and hone in on those skills, because right now you are at a heightened sensitivity, heightened awareness, and you're coming back online, you'll be able to easily tune into those energies and to the grandmother, grandfather energies, the ancestors from your past. Okay, pile number 2. This is your reading. I really hope you enjoyed it and also resonated with it. Give me a thumbs up. Please go down to the comment section. Let me know if you enjoyed this reading, what's been going on for you. And yeah, we have a community now of the Brahmaloka tarot community, so I'm sure that others would like to hear also from you and your experiences. Also, please subscribe to my channel so you never miss a reading. And my dear pile number 2, that is all I have for you today. So thank you so much. Until next time, bye for now. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. This reading is gifts from your ancestors this Halloween spooky season. And if you chose this pile, then this is your significator card, the 7 of Pentacles with Dune Cup. Kind of cool, huh? And you have the Amanita dried cap. So it is not a crystal, it is the Amanita mushroom cap. We'll put that over to the side here. And this is your tarot deck. We'll be putting that off to the side and grabbing 3 to 5 tarot cards in a little bit. We do have some, so this is a new tarot deck right here, and I was guided to grab some tarot cards for us to do with the reading of the oracle cards. So we'll just do that and tune into, the energies of your reading. But before all that begins, we will, I did have some channeled messages for you like I normally do, and I'll read the channeled messages right now, and then we'll dive into your reading. So, pile number 3, gifts from your ancestors this Halloween spooky season. I wrote down, and it was very strong, that you have ancestors that are shamans and witches, that are curanderos. And also, not just shamans and witches, I also have Arcturians. So very earth energy and also star energy. So the Arcturians I wrote down said deep feelers, leadership, pioneers, can blend both science and spirituality. And that's both for the shamans, witches, and Arcturians. So doctors, engineers, tech, innovators, you may be in those fields or are drawn to some of those fields. So your ancestors want you to work with plant medicines, earthly medicines. They say that your gifts are of natural healers or nature healers. Your gifts are a lot of clairs. Clairvoyance, which is psychic vision. Clairgustance, which is clear sense of taste. Clairsalience, which is clear sense of smell. Clairsentience, which is clear sense of feeling. And then clairtangency, which is psychic information through things that are placed in your hands. I heard, connect with your humanness. Don't shy away from your imperfections. We are here to guide you and mentor you. And then I have animals are important to you for your group. So pile number 3, those are the channeled messages from the meditation session today. And let's see, it's kind of like tap into the energies of your significator card here. So the 7 of Pentacles with Dune Cup. As you see, this Dune Cup is opened up and there's spores spewing out. And the 7 of Pentacles would be like kind of waiting now. You did all the work and now you're waiting for things to bloom, things to come to fruition. So there might be a little bit of waiting here. Pile number 3, gifts from your ancestors this Halloween spooky season. So let's take a look at your 3 tarot cards that we received from this new tarot deck of mine. We have the Elder of Wands, which is the King of Wands, number 35. Wow. Lizard or salamander. Powerful energies. We've got the Elder of Pentacles. You got the King of Pentacles as well with the number 77. Wow. And then you have the 10 of Cups with 45. You have 2 kings, like passion and confidence, grounded and secure and stable. And then you've got the 10 of Cups, like ultimate fulfillment. Wow. What have you guys been doing? What are you up to? This is great. Gifts from your ancestors this Halloween spooky season. So we are asking so you have the Arcturians that have come through. You have, and then, okay, which one's which? Okay, we have the Arcturians. I can feel that from this card. We have the, oh, that's cute. That's a cute toad. And mushrooms. So these are the shamans and witches. So these are like your earthly guides, and then like star guides right here. And they're leading you to this, contentment, this happiness, playfulness, joy. It's so nice. I think this was the missing link. Your gifts are, they're being gifted to you because they are yours. They're like an inheritance from your ancestral lineage, from both like the energies of the stars and of the earth. And you have like that ability to combine the two and really do well in this life, not only for yourself, but you can help others too. We got cordyceps with essence with the number 7, another 7. 7, 7, and 7. Very spiritual energies. Cordyceps is helps with vitality, helps yeah, so like deeper breathing, being able to breathe and rest in the breath, being able to, yeah, it's like, you know, some other countries like use this for energy and stamina when they're doing sports. Okay. Winter, an ending, recharging, and reflection. Cordyceps is essence, and then winter, an ending, recharge, and reflect. The ending is always a new beginning too. We have this beautiful cardinal right out here, the big red cardinal in the middle of winter. Recharge and reflect. Oh, wow. And then I got these two here. So we have the elephant is an elder. I heard that. I heard the elephant is your elder. Maybe you connect with Ganesha? Or an elephant spirit guide. And then Neptune with vision, number 26. Look at that ice. So we have like kind of cold weather. Oh, you had another one of these. The swan. Grace. Reflection. Another reflection. I'm going to put that here together. So, and the swan, like having some sort of divine counterpart as well, not just a reflection, but they mate for life with one other of theirs. And I hear the ugly duckling is turning into the beautiful swan right now. Ateshka. I'm going to take a look at that. I've done that for each and every group, and we'll take a look at it in the Sacred Sites Oracle cards. This is a sacred site, and I was really drawn towards the Sacred Sites Oracle deck today. That was the last one that I picked for your group, and it really wanted to come out. Okay, so Ateshka, energy focus is ignition. Location is in Baku, Azerbaijan. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And it says, you're called to the land of sacred fire on this peninsula, where in past centuries, mysterious flames rising from the earth drew pilgrims to this fire worship temple of Ateshka. What images come to your mind now thinking about this place? The experience would have been mystical, otherworldly, and frightening. Do you envision a sort of hell associating fire with destruction, or do you see fire's cleansing power, making space for new life? Fire's been honored as sacred by many cultures, and in truth, flames are healing. The symbol of the card represents the divine spark. You see that? The divine spark and everlasting life. Have you created personal hell that needs the transformational power of fire? Look within the flames and let them show you what to do. Has someone extinguished your light? Are you still shining brightly? I'm just looking at both the lower and upper worlds and all that. The flame of light, the flame, purification. You're being purified through this fire right now. And this fire is bringing your gifts. That's why actually you're breaking through this iciness and to clearer vision, actually to that clairvoyance, like breaking through. There's some sort of breakthrough right now for you. And then number 3 with anticipation. So you're actually, anticipation reminds me of the clairvoyance too, because you can see this. You can see what's coming. You can anticipate it. Yeah, you already know. You've got the number 1 with the destroying angel with soul contracts. Ooh. Destroying angel. So this is okay. The destroying angel is this mushroom that I think is also like an Amanita. It's not the Amanita muscaria. It's another one. It's Amanita something else. And I mean, if it's a completely different Amanita. It doesn't look like this one here. I think it's white, and that's why they call it angel, like the destroying angel, but it can kill you. It's poisonous. If you take a bite of this Amanita, dead. So what about this? Oh, so there's an ending. There is an ending. There's an ending. You can already see it. The writing's on the wall. There's an ending to some sort of soul contract. And a beginning to a new, to something that's new. So there is this frigid, old, past history that's getting just opened up. And then you've been working towards this new world, this new life, and that's also opening up. So you're releasing and you're receiving kind of the same time. It's actually very balancing for you. But you can see this, you're seeing it. You have the clairvoyance, you have the clear psychic vision, you have clear sense of taste, sense of smell, and sense of feeling. And also, if you hold something in your hands, you can feel, you can get some psychic information through your hands when you hold on to an item. Okay, we've got one more of these. This says Juno with relationships, number 30. So you have an ending to a relationship that's happening right now. And it may be really difficult, or it has been. Or it's an ending of a relationship to the old self, of your old self. It might be really hard for you, you know? Okay, let's take a look at your cards here. Gifts from your ancestors this Halloween spooky season. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Oh, wow. Okay. You got 2 10s, 10 of swords and 10 of wands. Zoinks. Definitely an ending. And it's really hard. Yet, your ancestors want you to know that this is happening in divine timing. This is happening right now. It's the right time, right everything for you, okay? And they say you have a gift. So you may identify yourself as a nature healer, natural healer, shaman, or witch. And you have gifts that are coming through right now. You may have had them for some time, but I think they're coming online right now. You've been working really diligently on yourself and on your on the physical as well. Let's see. Yeah, this is so anemone, stinkhorn, and blackening wax caps. 10 and 10. 10 of swords and 10 of wands. And then the 10 of cups. You got a 10 of 10, 10, 10. Wow. Pile number 3. What the heck? There's some intensity about you, about your group, and your ancestors in this group said, connect with your humanness, don't shy away from your imperfections. We're here to guide you and mentor you. And you're the only one who received 2 animals in here. And it says animals are important to you in the messages that I received earlier. So let's see, we've got 3 of Pentacles with green elf cup. Okay, so working collaboration. And then Page of Wands, the pink burn cup. Wow. So your gifts, you're being purified right now. That's why there's a lot of intensity in your group. You're going through the fire of purification, and it can feel like it's burning you, like burning you alive, burning you at the stake, so to speak. And you know, you might have had a past where you were burned at the stake for being a witch, or for having certain beliefs, or being able to heal others with your healing magic, healing hands, with healing intentions. And honestly, that's just using Earth's connections, Earth's magic. It's not even like yours. You just found out how to use it in the past, and that's what your ancestors are saying too. Like they have these abilities, and you know, some of them even were persecuted for it. But you won't be for this time. This time is different. This time's going to be different. And you'll learn how to play with the fire. You'll learn how to play with it. Play with the fire. That's what I heard. You'll learn how to play with the fire, not be burned by it anymore. But right now, you're probably going to feel like you're being burned. But you're not. This is a blessing in disguise. It's necessary. And they say it is, and they're going to help you. They'll mentor you. You connect with them, you know. Work with plant medicines if you feel called to do that, or earthly medicines, or whatever you feel called to do. There's a lot of mushrooms, obviously, in your group, if you're interested in connecting with earthly mushrooms. Oh, there's 3 more here. 6 of Swords. Yeah, moving away from the 10s, the 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands, that heavy burden, that heavy load. Queen of Cups with Nargan's bonnet. And then Caesar's mushroom with the Lovers. That's another Amanita. There's a lot of Amanitas, by the way. You have to be careful of which ones you choose to use. And that's kind of like you have the power to discern as well. But you're moving through, you're moving away from these 10s. There's an ending. You're moving away from it, okay? You're moving away from this relationship with your past self, or the relationships with these past karmic bonds, with other, or ties with other people, other relationships, and you're moving into this Queen of Cups and the Lovers. and the Page of Wands, being able to play with that fire, being able to admire your own humanness. That's the Queen of Cups, admiring your own humanness, all the emotions that come with being human. And the Lovers, like making that choice to move, making that choice to connect with your ancestors even more and connect with the energies of this earth, and not have to worry so much about being persecuted at this time. You don't have to worry. There might be certain levels of anxiety that do pop up through this, but you really have nothing to worry about. You have the Ten of Cups. You have the Kings. You have very strong mentors. You have the Arcturians that came through. You have the ancient shamans and or like ancestral shamans and witches on your side. They're here to help you and guide you through this time. So yes, it's probably a little difficult for you right now, but this is all only temporary. The burning is only temporary, and beyond that, you'll be able to play with fire. You'll be able to create your own vision of life and reality, and something that you'll love, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think that this is the end of your reading, pile number 3. Give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel so you never miss a reading from me. And go down to the comment section. Let me know how things are going. Let us know, the community know, how things are going for you. You know, this is a powerful community, and I think maybe that's what like the Three of Cups, Pentacles here are here to show you as well, that we are building and creating this community of like-minded souls to go through this awakening process together. So with that being said, I think this is the end of your reading, pile 3. Thank you so much for tuning in, and bye for now.